Yo, what is up, Crockxen Clan members, Poke fans? Well, there's something on this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and as I said, I'm gonna go in a lot more on my YouTube this year, okay? I really want to get in this, okay? So today, we're gonna do a simple discussion on Pokemon Unite. Alright, you guys like that intro? Alright, link in the description. I had it made. It looks good. I like it. I hope you guys like it too. I'm going to be using it a lot more in these like typical discussion videos. Like, you know how every series I have on the channel has a different intro? Well, this is going to be like the intro for like my discussions, my talks, and anything really that's not like specific to one of the other series. It'll be this. So I hope you guys like it. Like I said, link in the description to the person that made it. Shout outs to him. So, Pokemon Unite. I know I made a video about this like a little over 2 weeks ago, where I talked about how we had the trailer that was released. There was going to be an open beta. Granted, it was an open beta in Japan, right? It wasn't all over the place, but I looked it up. I did a loophole, and I actually was able to download it on my Switch. I was able to play it. And you know what? I didn't understand shit of what was going on. Obviously, the text was in Japanese, so I didn't know what any of the things meant. And like I said, I've never played a MOBA before, so I didn't know what I was doing. But I will say I had a lot of fun. Okay, the only complaint I had is the fact that when you play with randos, and that's a colloquial term, right? When you play with people that you don't know, it's randos. It's really hard to communicate what you want to do and how to do things. And since it's a team game, right, you need to have teammates that actually work with you, right? It's very hard. I was able to play with my fiance. I downloaded it on her Switch as well, and we played together. And it was better that way because we were able to work together. We were able to do things. And it was easier because it was us two and then the other three doing their own thing. Because you're supposed to have different objectives depending on what role. Now, I personally am a fan of like either long range users or support characters when it comes to RPGs and that type of stuff. So in this game, when I played the demo, first off, they give you like this weird tutorial. Obviously, I didn't understand what the hell they were saying because I was in Japanese, and there was no English subtitles. So I literally was just like skimming through most of the stuff. I would like go off based on like what the visuals that were showing me, like little snippets here and there. I would try to like guess what was going on. I actually had to look the button layout in like I had to Google it, and they're like, okay, so this button does this button does that, and there are like little icons on the screen for like some certain things, but I didn't know what the hell was going on for the rest of it. So I literally was just going off base of what I was seeing, and they give you a starting roster. From what I can tell, you have to buy characters. Like you rank up, like you get like two. While ranking up, I think it was like Venusaur and Slowbro in the beta, and like the other ones you have to like when you start collecting like these gems looking things and these coins or whatever. There's like 4 or 5 different currencies in this fucking game. Then you can use that to like buy the other characters, which is a little bit worse than what I was hoping. Right? You know how in the video before I said, okay, well, if it's just cosmetics only where you pay for these characters and it's fine, but I'm thinking like depending on how these characters work, because obviously depending on the role, some characters are definitely going to be better than others in the meta, but I'm worried that they're gonna basically, it's all whales, right? The whales will just buy the top characters and go there. Now granted, I have been watching other people play and stuff like that, and the thing about how the MOBAs work is that even if you have the most broken character, it doesn't mean you're going to win every time because it's all about team balance, right? It's a team game, so if the rest of your team's ass, then it doesn't matter what kind of broken character you have. You can still lose. So in that sense, it's fine. But at the same time, like if it's a team of whales, it's like, oh, they all have like the best characters for their specific roles, then it's gonna be harder for you in the long run. However, and this is like a big thing that I'm hoping is actually ends up being true, is that at the end of the day, the better player is gonna win, right? Regardless of character, if you have a better team comp and then a better like game plan going in, the better team should win, right? Regardless of what Pokemon they're being used, the better team should win. So if you have a better strategy, then it's easier for you to win, which is what I'm hoping for, right? Like I said, even with randos, where I was lost and people didn't know what they're doing and people were just doing whatever the hell they wanted, I still won a majority of my matches, right? I think I had like a 81% win rate or something like that, which isn't bad, right? Considering I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I'm assuming half the other people on my team didn't know what they were doing. And even though it was like a Japanese open beta, the connection was solid. Like there was only like one match where it stuttered a bit. Like there was a huge amount of lag, and like I would do something and it would take like 5 seconds for it to execute. But other than that, the rest of the matches are fine. So I'm assuming that when it actually comes out officially in the States, the connection is going to be even smoother. So this is probably going to be one of the better online games on the Switch, which is ironic because it's a fucking MOBA online team game. So I'm actually looking forward to this game. I'm hoping that I can get like people, like friends, to play it. My fiance and I are already planning on playing it and stuff like that. So it's going to be a fun game to have and to play. And I guess I'm looking more towards like the support defense tanks. So my main during the game was actually Snorlax, which is like, I know people are like, oh, well, you talk about all this Gen 1 bullshit and then you're over here playing a Gen 1 character. It's like, okay, listen here. There's no other tanks here. Like it's Snorlax, Slowbro, and I don't remember who the other one was. But the fact is, all the tanks are fucking Gen 1. I think there was like one support character that I could have used, which was Eldegoss, but that's the one that my fiance really wanted to use, so I gave it to her. But like, it's not my fault. My tanks, like I think the other one is actually Crystal, but I couldn't unlock him because I didn't have enough, of the currency or whatever the fuck. But the fact of the matter is, like, it doesn't matter. Okay, if Gardevoir comes out as a support defensive mon, then I'm gonna go with Gardevoir. But as of now, I'm using Snorlax, and I really like him. He's very tanky. He's very bulky. I like the movesets that I was going with, because it like every time you level up, you have a chance to learn a new move. And so like the ones that I would have is like, he has this basic like 3-hit jab, or 3-hit combo, which is just A. Then he has one where it's like, I think it's supposed to be body slam or some shit, where he jumps up and like slams on the ground. And he creates a huge shockwave which bounces up the other characters, which puts him like a minor stun. And then he has another one which is like a big ass shield that blocks everything, and you are able to push away the opponent. So those are good. And then his ultimate is like, he literally just goes to sleep and then heals up everybody around him and does damage to the opponent. So it's a pretty good tank. Like I said, I just really wish that I had other, like a complete team to get objectives better, because as a tank, I'm supposed to be protecting the offense, but then I would like leave so I would attack one of the small enemies, and then I would leave them with like a little bit of HP, so the offensive mon would defeat it and then boost up and level, right? But no. Most of the time, it was just leave it there. It's like, bitch, I'm leaving it for you. That's my job. I'm supposed to be helping you, level up. And there was time, like there was one team that I played in. There was one match where it was everybody was all over the place, and I'm like, you know what? Nobody wants to get me as a tank. I'm just and then I leveled up. I think I was like either the highest level or the second highest level in the whole team, and I scored the most. And I'm like, this is not my job. Okay, I'm not the one that's supposed to be doing this. And then like there's boss encounters, right? So in the map that we were using in the beta, there's a Rotom at the top, there's a Dreadnought on the bottom, and then Zapdos shows up in the middle at a certain point in the match. And then if you defeat them, you get a lot extra points, and it opens your opponent's gates, which allows you to score, right? And there was one match where I had to defeat Zapdos by myself. Like there was one, I think it was a Talonflame that helped me out, and we were able to defeat it. But I did most of the damage, and I'm like, this is not my role. Why am I doing all this? Okay, my job is supposed to be tanking people, and I would go out and help someone, and they would just go somewhere else. And Snorlax isn't the fastest character in the game, right? I don't have a lot of speed movement, and it's just like, bitch, what am I supposed to do? So then this is why I said, like, playing with randos, like I said, I won 81% of my matches, so it's not like I did terrible. But like these teams, man, like you definitely need like an actual like team setup that you're like, okay, today we're gonna do some ranks, and we're gonna do some just casual matches and stuff like that. Like we gotta go do this, but like you can't. Like I just don't see playing with randos is just not the way to go. It's not the way, right? It's not the way. But overall, it's a fun experience. I definitely want to try out more characters. And then, like, because you can never just be one role, right? You always have to have the ability to play multiple roles. Otherwise, because sometimes you're gonna have to fill, right? Maybe one week you're playing with the team and they don't have an attacker, right? Or somebody needs a speedster. Well, then you got to be able to be flexible. So, while my main role is probably gonna be the defender role with Snorlax and whatever other good defenders that I find out, because like. I migrated to a Snorlax because I could tell what the hell I was supposed to do, and I just couldn't tell what the hell the other moves was, so that's why I just stuck with what I knew. But hopefully when the English version comes out, I'll be able to understand what they're saying to me, which will make it easier in the long run, right? That's the plan. That's what I want. But overall, it was a fun game. I was really enjoying it, and I can't wait for it to come out. And I can't wait to see what other options are going to show up. I really hope that the grinding aspect for the currency isn't egregious, and that it really doesn't feel like, oh, well, you have to be a whale to get characters. Like I don't want that. I don't want to have to pay to get, characters. I want the grinding to be, because like you would get a decent amount of these items, but like these matches would last like 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I can't wait for it to come to the States, or to the West. And there's not going to be an open beta for this side of the world. So we don't have a confirmed release date yet. All we know is that it's coming out in July, which is the month that we're in right now. But I'm really looking forward to it, to see how it goes. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Are you excited for Unite? Were you able to play the open beta? If you didn't, have you seen footage? Because there's a lot of people that posted content from the beta out on Twitch and on YouTube. So like maybe take a look around. Like I said, I think it was fun. I just hope that my big concern of like getting this currency isn't so bad. And there are, like I said earlier, there are skins for some of these characters. Like I have a Snorlax, which is like a beach. Like he has a one of those inflatable like tubes and some glasses, which I think looks adorable. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in future videos.